Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spirit Tribe Tea Talk. And today, our subject is, can 5 minutes actually change your day? So we're talking about meditation and why it's difficult, and can 5 minutes actually make a difference for anybody. But first, I want to introduce everybody. I want to say hello to Frankie,
Hey,
Natalie, Shannon.
Yo.
I'm Danelle, and Kendra couldn't be with us tonight, so we miss you, Kendra.
yes, we
So,
do.
before we go
We
any
do.
further, though, I think that Frankie, you're going to tell us about the astrological events.
Yes, I am, because I don't know about any of you.
Hold it. Time out. Okay.
Okay.
That was just a practice start for Danelle. She's doing marvelous. But didn't you just have something that you were laying out, and Natalie had a debut with some
Yes, but we were gonna discuss that later in the show.
Oh, so you're saying I'm a little bit too excited and I wanted to start
You're a little
now.
too excited.
Yes.
You're a little too excited. Let's do the astrological events first, but that is to come. We will talk about what's happening.
Oh, maybe it's because it's going to eclipse what we got to say about it. Go ahead.
Maybe.
Oh, hey,
All
Wendy.
right. Hello, Wendy. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Don't worry, it's all good. This is kind of like what's going on with all of these planets. So I was kind of having like a spiral, is what my coach told me this morning when I was in my live coaching with my coach. And she's like, well, whenever you're spiral, you just call or message me. And I was laughing. I go, I never thought of like wigging out as being called spiral, but I liked that better. So I was like, okay. So yesterday I was spiraling a little and I feel like everybody was really emotional. And I think I was taking on a lot of that energy and I was feeling kind of emotional. And I was talking to a friend at the end of the day and she's like, I was like venting with them and they were like, it's all of this astrology stuff going on. There's a ton of things. So Leo is, there is right now a Leo solar eclipse and it can stir up stuff. So that is what's going on. And what do you know about Leos? Leo's really strong, right? They really hit you hard. Leos don't pull any punches. So I have a Leo daughter, a son, and a mother. I had some lessons to learn from Leos. They're not, I don't want to say they're not my favorite people, but they're challenging for me. So it's that strong personality, you know, but I love Aries. So there's always this stir up when there's this Leo solar eclipse. So there's a strong need to be seen, appreciated, chosen. So that right there can cause like conflict, right? Sensitivity to being rejected or being overlooked. So if I don't know if anyone's feeling sensitive this week about being overlooked, you know, being rejected. Questions about whether you're expressing your real self, you know, like, are you hiding who you are, trying to like go along with everything is what comes to my mind. Sudden clarity about what no longer feels authentic. Kind of like, I feel like a Leo would just like tear that, you know, covering right off and be like, this isn't working for me and throw it on the ground. Like there's no punches. There is no like slow punches pulled with a Leo. Excitement about a new chapter, but mixed with uncertainty about the ending of an old one. So like all of this is like, it feels like a roller coaster ride to me when we're talking about this, right? So think of anything going on this week, like as it's the Leo solar eclipse, as well as Mars is newly in Cancer. Reactions can be more protective and personal. People may be retreating, becoming defensive, revisiting family issues, or feeling emotions physically before understanding them intellectually. So this is like all emotional, and I'm getting goosebumps as I see this, right? So then you've got Venus opposite Neptune, which can blur relationship perceptions, okay? So you might idealize someone, but you doubt what you're sensing or feeling disappointed with them when you realize that it doesn't match what you had hoped would happen, right? So a lot of disappointment there, right? So, avoid forcing any immediate answers, making any emotionally charged ultimatums, treating everyone with, intense feeling as, permanent truth. Just know that everyone's going through stuff. So be compassionate, not just to others, but to yourself, right? Journal. Okay, what's that old saying? Instead of spouting it out, let's write it out and put that letter in an envelope, and maybe we never mail that envelope, right? That's not situations that make you feel genuinely alive. Try something. Like I had to go out and just ground this morning. I had to go out and just be outside, even though it was raining. Like I just needed some earth energy, just some calming energy, which is going to tie into what we're talking today when we talk about grounding or taking 5 minutes at a time. There's other things. There's a Pisces lunar eclipse on August 27th. Emotions may become softer, but more porous. So old grief, fatigue, nostalgia, vivid dreams. Oh my God, I had some vivid dreams this week, like crazy. Or desire to withdraw could surface. So maybe you're feeling like you need to take a time out, right? That eclipse favors release and acceptance. So it's like that yin and yang I keep feeling as I'm telling you guys about this. It's also call for good boundaries. So compassion doesn't become self-abandonment. Okay. So a lot of things with emotion. So if you're feeling highly emotional charged this week, just remember that you're not alone. Kind of take a pause before you blurt out what you're feeling. Try to be compassionate with yourself as well as others is what I'm feeling. Welcome, Maura. So I don't know if any of you are having emotionally charged week, but that's what's going on. So my friend justified to me that, it's okay. There's a lot of things going on with the planet. Where is the eclipse in your chart? Also a good question. Thanks, Maura. So, it depends on where it is, so a lot of factors there, but be compassionate is what comes to mind with me, and be present and mindful and grounding. And so that brings us into what we're going to discuss today, right? Danelle, what's the topic today that we're talking for those just joining us?
Well, can 5 minutes actually change your day? So welcome, Wendy and Moira. We're always glad to see you. But before I go into the topic, I want everybody to follow us. We have Facebook, a little bit of kindness, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We have the A Little Bit of Kindness app. So don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, whatever we normally do. So thank you so much for the events. It explains a lot. And I now have excuses as to why I'm feeling a little wackadooey. So, all right.
Okay.
So I want to show you what I have. This is the hourglass. This is a 5 minute, and we're going to do a little experiment later. You don't have to be good at meditation. You don't need to have a perfectly quiet mind. Just give yourself 5 minutes and notice what happens. So we're going to talk about that later. We're going to do an actual mini meditation together, a 5 minute. This is a 5 minute. Well, I hope it's a 5 minute. We're going to find out together. But I want to talk about why 5 minutes can actually make a difference for everybody, because let's talk about your conscious mind and the subconscious mind, right? So the conscious mind, it can actually, a lot of thoughts can come through because most of us can barely function because of all the thoughts, right? But think about the subconscious mind can do an enormous amount of things that you're not even aware of. So, can 5 minutes actually make a difference? It really can, because compared to the conscious mind, that you can feel and see those thoughts, but the subconscious mind, it's just so much more that you're getting that you're not even aware of. So, you're going to quiet the chatter, become present, and notice what is happening within. So, 5 minutes may be small, but it doesn't mean they're insignificant. They make a huge, huge difference. So One of the questions that I have about the meditation is when you hear the word meditation, what comes to mind for everybody?
I think people think of that traditional, oh, like I know I have friends who are like, I can't meditate at all. Like, but meditation can be so many different things, and it doesn't have to be the sitting there and being quiet. I think Moira said it's boring. She said 5 minutes in my garden is a meditation. I
It
think
can
Steve,
be.
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
at least to me. And I think Wayne Dyer used to say you could sit at a traffic light and close your eyes for a second while the light is red, and that could be considered a meditation. So, like working in your garden, being with your horses, like I think it could be anything. So it doesn't have to be that cringing, we're going to sit here for an hour in silence thing, where if you have ADHD like me, you're probably going, oh my God, like, like I can't do that. But
It's
I
hard.
mean, for me, it's hard. I think you can. And I have certainly. Kendra took me to the park the other day to ground, and she's like, okay, we're going to sit here for 2 minutes. And I go, 2 minutes? I can't even get into the meditation. It takes me a while to get down. And then once I'm down, I could go for a long time, and time flies by.
After
But
that,
Kendra's like, she's like, I can only do 2 minutes. And I'm like, okay, so 2 minutes happen. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I was just starting. Like, so, but it's different for
it's
everybody,
5 minutes is can be the same, but you'd be amazed at what you can get accomplished in just those 5 minutes of just,
right?
I know for me, I think I told everybody the
It's
story
true.
once that I when I had our youngest, when he was really little, I would get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and that was my time for meditation because otherwise the day was going to be crazy. And I remember going out to the living room and my husband coming out, and I was in my chair and he kind of woke me up, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "You fell asleep." I said, "No, honey, I was meditating." You're sitting in your chair. And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, he thought I was going to be in the middle of the floor chanting and sitting a certain way. And I'm like, "No, honey, I just need 15 minutes." That's normally what I did on a daily basis. But yeah, it doesn't have to look a certain way. It can be in your garden. It can be, but it's trying to be in the present moment. So, um, now, from when you first started meditating, everybody, did it change from then to now?
Yeah.
I wanna interject something real quick. Most of the time when we talk about,
Yeah.
as I thought about this, it came to me. Most of the time when we think about, okay, we need to quiet the mind, and I agree. But you also have some of
Yeah.
those people, and I'm one of them, that sometimes it's too quiet, and I feel like, okay, I'm still not getting anywhere. So it's the opposite, and it's like, okay, I'm is it working, or am I doing the right method? Am I doing the right type? Should I pursue a different option or whatever?
Hmm.
So I think understanding those kinds of things, and then also depending on what your background and how you were raised. If you weren't raised to look for or think about meditation, when I first was introduced to meditation, formal meditation like now, it was
Hmm. Hmm.
you had to do it a certain way at a certain time for a certain amount of time and build up. If I went based on my environment, that was when my dad did his morning rituals. He solved all of life's problems in the bathroom meditating. And I'm like,
Yes.
so it's like, I mean, it's just different things. So if somebody's not thinking about that and they're associating those words and so forth, you're never going to get anywhere. But it's not always about um, quieting the mind. It's about listening. But sometimes for those people that don't have the running thoughts all the time,
Yeah.
it's a whole different challenge that a lot of people don't talk about.
It can be a challenge. It can be a challenge just because you have that expectation sometimes, or if you have a mentor saying this is what it's supposed to look like, but not everybody can do that. Moira says that her most intense meditation involves music. I think music is such a good, it just kind of gets you into that certain frame of mind. It gives you, like you said, Frankie, it kind of drops you down, That's what I feel. I'm able to practice on something, and music or my breath is something that really makes a difference. So, um, now that kind of
I
brought me to the next question, which was meditation and how people make it harder on themselves. Did you have something, Natalie?
Yeah, so when I think of meditation, I think
Yeah.
just that the ability to quiet your mind. Sometimes it helps if you move your body. So a little bit of movement
Uh-huh.
will help you be able to sit still longer. But also you can, I walk like 3 miles a day. So that walking will also help. I meditate on my walk. I don't mean to, I don't know I'm doing it, but it just allows me to go and just be in that present moment
And that's what it's about. It's being
and
in
not
that
having
present
those
moment.
thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes that's when you're in that present moment and not thinking
Mhm.
about yesterday or tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
what it's about. It's not necessarily sitting perfectly,
Mm-mm.
breathing perfectly every time, especially when you do meditate on a regular basis, or even if 5 minutes a day. It happens, those being in the present moment can be when you're folding clothes or taking a
Yes.
3-mile walk, or it comes that naturally and that easily because those expectations kind of leave. So, I mean, I think that's some of the myths with meditation is just it has to look a certain way, you have to sit a certain way, you have to chant. Those are form of meditations, but it doesn't mean that's what it is. So, um, I don't know. The intentional sitting and being there in that moment, I think, is what it's about. So, but what would you tell somebody who says, I tried it once and it didn't work, my mind wouldn't shut down? What would you tell the person?
I would tell them to keep trying. I mean, on the app,
Yeah.
I even put on there on the app, if you haven't downloaded the app, a little bit of kindness. I put a 5 minute walking meditation. So all you had to do
Yeah.
is put your earbuds in and follow. I was just telling you to take a footstep, look around you. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? So I would say, like, try again, because I remember taking my teenage daughter. I talked her into coming to a meditation. You know, my kids weren't real woo woo, but I was. And they knew, but they didn't participate. And I said, well, she goes, well, my therapist said maybe I should try meditation. So I said, okay, well, let's go. I made the mistake of, like, okay, let's go to the library, because they had a meditation group, and we walked in. It was a big circle of all older people. She's young. And they're like, okay, we're going to start this quiet meditation for an hour. And she looked horrified, and she looked at me, and I sat there and I said, we can leave anytime you want quietly. And so
Like
we
an
sat there
hour.
we sat there for like 5 minutes, and she looked at me, and I'm like, okay. And then we snuck out, and we both got in the hallway and started busting and laughing, because I was like, this just wasn't what, I don't know what she was expecting. And it wasn't going to work for her at her age. And I should have realized that, but I
Wow.
didn't know. I figured, like, oh, well, let's just try it and see. Right.
This will be
I
fine. Let's give it a try.
so now I think she has tried other things on her own, but sometimes one way is definitely not the way for everybody or every age group either. So
I
yeah.
don't know that I could
So
sit there for an hour now. I mean, I guess I could try, but yeah, Moira said sitting cross-legged and chanting Om, it doesn't work for her. I get it. I get it. It doesn't. I think when I first started meditating, I did it similar to how when I worked out, I didn't when I first started going to a regular workout, okay, I'm determined. I didn't wake up and go, okay, I want these results, because I did that before. It wasn't working. So I had a mantra, and sorry, everybody, but this was my mantra. It was wake up, kick ass, repeat. Wake up, kick
I
ass,
love it.
repeat. And I did that every day. And so when I started meditating, it was the same thing. Wake up, kick ass, repeat. And I focused on the habit and not the results. Even though I judged it at first, I judged my meditation because I would fall asleep. I would think of, oh, I owe this bill. Oh, I got to go do this. And when I was at Chesterfield with Shannon, one of our mentors said, perfect, you're doing it right. I'm like, even falling asleep? And she's like, yeah, keep going. I'm like, okay, so this is not wrong. No, we all do that. Okay. I felt a little better. So everybody wake up, kick ass, repeat. So if you can't,
I love it.
if you can't do it in the morning because you fall asleep or at night because you fall asleep, then choose a time. If you can do 5 minutes in the morning and increase it to 7, great. If you can do 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, great. If you find a different way to do it that you can be in the present moment, because the importance for me to meditate is that's when I can hear my spirit team. I'm quiet enough. Otherwise, I'm scattered and anxiety ridden. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have anxiety and I'm scattered naturally just because I have a lot going on in my life. But this does make a difference. It makes that I'm in the present moment and I'm listening. I'm actually sitting, listening, walking, listening, talking, listening, whatever it is, but you're in the present moment. So that's kind of what it is for me. So,
Okay, so Natalie and Shannon, Natalie was telling me a story the other day about how you guys were on your retreat in Tubac. And Natalie was like, so Shannon did this thing. Tell me about the night meditation thing. Because I thought that was really cool, but I would fall asleep. But tell me about Shannon's ritual at night. And Natalie, you guys tell me this thing. Because I thought it was really cool. I was like,
they were roommates.
Cool.
They were roommates that time. They had their own pool house.
So I do have, and Natalie, you're muted. So what were you going to say?
Well, my dogs are making a lot of noise right now, so I'm
They're
sorry, but
meditating.
everybody can listen to them. But yeah, I was actually, Frankie, I was going to ask the same thing. How do you feel about guided meditations? Because I enjoy a guided meditation, and I'll let Shannon share what she does for evening routine.
I like both.
So
I'll listen to both, but tell us, Shannon, what you do.
So I have Insight Timer downloaded, and there's all kinds of different meditations and different things to experiment and try, because I'm still experimenting what's best for me. And different. And here's what I will tell you too. Just because you don't think one thing is working, but you like it, still continue to do that. But then you can try other things. And then when you're learning something or something is revealed to you and you're like, aha, that's what that means. And then you can build on that. You can still add meditations that continue along that line and still do this. But I have earbuds, but I will be kind and say, okay, I am going to do a meditation. Do you want to hear it? And if the person that's in the room with me wants to hear it, then I'll leave it on. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to listen to now? And whatever pops up and strikes my fancy or whatever, that's what I'm going to hit. Now, I will tell you, I've been doing that now consistently on this one stretch. I've been doing it longer, but consistently without missing any single days. And I do it at night. I have yet to make it to the end of any of those meditations. But I have had success. Yeah, I fall asleep. But I have had success, and it's opened up some things for me with the dreaming, because for a long time there, I closed myself off to where I don't always remember my dreams, but it's starting to open things up. And I'm listening to different, based on when I get messages and so forth, I'm pursuing different avenues. So I was encouraged or inspired to learn to listen for the Celtic harp, to follow, to reconnect and remember my heritage. So I've been trying to follow those types of different types of meditations to see if it's going to resonate with me. So I'm open to trying all different kinds of things with that regard. I don't think anything is a failure when you're trying to improve upon yourself. But you never know. Yeah, it's just like our words here and what we're trying to do with this channel. We never know what might resonate with somebody months down the road, or what we might say something or direct something or give an aha moment for somebody, and they're like, yes, that's what I needed. And they look that up, and then they're on the next leg of their journey. So that's what Natalie got to experience.
And
And
she
Natalie
lets you
does.
play it obviously out
Yeah.
loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
And
Yeah.
you do yoga, Natalie. So tell us, I mean, Shavasana is like, how do you feel?
Yeah.
And I feel yoga and meditation tie hand in hand with you for some reason. Spirit's saying to ask you about that.
So yeah, it does. That's what I said earlier about movement, Shannon. So that's why I say earlier about movement, helping with meditation. So sometimes you need to.
No, I respect that, but when I think of yoga now, Qigong, I could see Tai Chi, I can see a little bit better, and I like yoga, and I'm trying to, but for me, and I know that the poses, it's a connection, but I'm so focused on trying to be able to breathe and hold that pose that I can't think of what that connection is, except for I don't want to end up down on the ground, and please don't let there be another downward facing dog right after the one that we're on. But so I'm still working on that.
Shannon.
I'm in the baby phases of
It
that.
is the point.
That's the point, Shannon. That's the point. You are so busy holding that balance that you're not worried about
Anything
going
else.
home and, I don't know, feeding the dogs or whatever. And you get to, and for someone like Frankie was saying, she has a hard time sitting still. So having that kind of movement, those body challenges are able to make you a little tired, so you can just rest and kind of melt into the mat that way. So yeah,
well, in
movement
that
does help.
regard, then I have it, and thank you for being honest with that. But I knew that part of it as well, and in a small part, I didn't think it played as big a part. I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be, this is a deeper. There's supposed to be something deeper to this pose. When I get past the I can't breathe and I'm about to fall over, I'm going to hit that.
Also, I just need to tell you right now that is not safe. If you can't breathe and you're having trouble in the pose, you need to modify the pose.
Thank you, Laura.
Right.
I do too.
Not everybody is. Yeah, not everybody's body is the same.
Right.
But, I love yoga.
It sounds stressful for you.
I like the guided meditations. I listen to them too at night and in the morning when I am getting ready.
I definitely love the guided meditations. That really helps me because it helps me stay in that moment and actually have something to think about. So, well, and I was always taught that yoga is a form of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I always thought of yoga as a meditation.
Unless you're stressed out about the down dog again. It's the chaturanga.
Or breathing.
Yoga actually really is a beautiful practice, and I do enjoy it at times, even more so now that my body's in alignment. But I just don't feel at this point in time I'm getting. But with that explanation now, it makes me feel a little bit better, because I'm thinking, okay, if there's something spiritual, I'm not getting that connection, but at least I'm getting a little bit more flexible in the strength, so I'll take it. The thing to remember about guided meditations, I want to put this in there too, is there's going to be some that the voices are just going to be for you like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It's not for you. We're not going to resonate with every time. But I would invite you, because I've had that happen to me at times, and I ended up listening to one that I didn't realize that was that bad. And it actually, now that I'm older, I resonate more with it. So you might be able to go back and hear some at different times. And if not, don't worry about it. There are other ones out there that you can still benefit from. So don't give up and think that all guided meditations are going to have that same voice that's like nails on a chalkboard, because there's not. There's some really good ones.
There is. I mean, we're all picky about some of our guided meditations. I mean, I'm searching through YouTube all the time. And that's what I like about the A Little Bit of Kindness app is with different practitioners on there, they can have their own meditations. And that's when you can find who you resonate with
Mhm.
and who or what the meditation is about, how long, that type of thing. So that reminds me, we should probably put more meditations on the app. Sorry.
Yeah.
Note to self, note to self.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
No.
So I don't know. I think not judging that 5 minutes is probably where it should be. So anything else anybody has to say before we do our little 5 minute test? Let's hope it's 5 minutes.
I have
I-
props.
You got props?
Yes,
Well,
I
let's
got
see.
props.
Show-
Are we ready? Are you getting ready to
Yeah.
start now?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes, you
Okay,
do have
now-
props. Show us your props and then I'll start.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell
I
you,
have this written down.
and just in case you're like, I cannot meditate during the day because it's too bright, we got you covered. And just in case you don't want to use your, no, we really got you covered.
Oh
See?
my gosh.
Okay. So it blocks out the light and everything like that. I never thought I'd use one, but hey, it works. And
She's
then
ready.
you can take this one with you and it won't, it travels well. Don't meditate in the car while you're driving. Then while you're pampering and for your
She's got
nighttime
props.
routine or during the day or when you first get up in the morning, it's still too bright for you. This one is so soft and plush.
Mhm.
Put that right on there. You can actually do essential oils on it as well if you choose for that natural. And then there you are. So you've got
Love
all
it.
kinds of options that help you get in your Zen flow state. Okay, I am
And if
ready.
you're
You're
at
ready?
work, everybody's gonna know you're ready to meditate. They
Yeah.
won't bother you.
Especially when you put that on. Do you do it normally with your glasses on or do you take those off? Just curious.
Well, I don't have them on. They're off.
Okay.
No.
Just curious. It was just being nosy. That's all. Okay.
No,
So
that's okay.
anybody, if you're ready, we're gonna do a 5 minute. Did you have something, Frankie?
I was just gonna say, like when we talked about music too, like Suni Moon does the sound bath, and we did the
Yeah.
sound bath last Sunday at the pool. That's a meditation too. You're just laying there listening to the music. So it's like you don't have to really follow a voice or anything. So, she has a ton of those on the app. And if you want to just put some sound music on for a little bit and just veg out, like that is a form of meditation on its own. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a definite sound bath. Yeah. And we're going to talk about your event that you guys just had and what's coming up here later. But for now, so before we begin, I know this is live right now, but for people in the future, if you're driving, please, you have a fuzzy old sock. Oh my gosh, Moira, that is hilarious. That's the funniest. I mean, fuzzy old sock will work.
That is
Put that on as your eye
fantastic.
mask. So if you're driving, please don't do this meditation right now. Let's just save it for a little bit later. So for the rest of you, I want you to try to get comfortable somewhere.
I'm with
Yes,
Shannon, I
Shannon?
think.
And then if she has to watch that one, she has another one just like it. So she will never miss a meditation
That's
because her
right.
fuzzy sock is in the wash.
Or
Exactly.
that's a great
saying.
idea
Alternate.
that's a great idea to do with the one sock you have. They can't find the other one, right?
That's right. If you have that pile of socks, one of those 15 has got to fit across the eyes, right? So, all right.
right.
So everybody, I want you, if you're driving, you can come back to this a little bit later. But for now, I want everybody to find a comfortable spot. Okay. And I want you, I'm going to turn our little timer over. I want you to take one slow, deep breath in through your nose. Your eyes are closed. Out through your mouth. Again, slowly breathe through your nose. Hold. Out through your mouth. Breathe in again. Hold. And slowly release. And if you find yourself going back to your regular breathing, that's okay. I don't want you to overthink it. I just want you to breathe. And I want you to bring your awareness to your body. Let your shoulders soften. Relax your jaw. Release those muscles around your eyes. Unclench the hands. And just let your body feel supported beneath you. And if any thoughts start to come in, that's okay. You don't have to fight them. You don't have to make them disappear. Just notice them and let them pass. And just bring your attention back to that breathing. Now, in your mind, I want you to picture a big, beautiful wooden door. All around this door are flowers, lush green leaves. And I want you to reach for the door and just slowly open it and step through. On the other side is a beautiful open meadow. The grass is soft, green. Wildflowers are everywhere. Just notice the colors. Notice the warmth of the sun on your face. Feel the earth beneath your feet. It's steady and grounding. There's a soft breeze moving through the meadow and gently brushing against your skin. You can feel it. Now, off in the distance towards the right, you see tall trees reaching all the way towards the sky. Off to the left, further beyond, you can see water. You can hear those waves rolling in and crashing just gently across against those rocks. So you have the earth beneath you, water in the distance, air moving softly around you, the warmth of the sun touching your face. Just take that all in just for a moment. Now, there you see in the middle of this meadow is this one magnificent tree. Okay. I just want you to begin walking towards it. And as you get closer, you see a wooden swing hanging from one of the tree's strong branches. Walk over to the swing and just sit down. And just swing, just gently swing back and forth slowly. For these few moments, there's nowhere else you need to be, nothing you need to solve, just you. Thoughts come in, that's okay. Let them come in and let them go. Feel that breeze. Listen to the water. Go back to your breath. Breathe that in, out. And just for the next couple moments, I'm going to be quiet and I want you to picture and look around. You don't have to do anything, just stay in your meadow. Now you know that you need to go back to your door. Start walking towards it. Open the door. Step through. And just bring your awareness back into the room. Become aware of your body. You can wiggle your toes. You're back in this moment. You gave yourself 5 minutes just to slow down, breathe, and simply be. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back to me. How did everybody do? How did everybody feel? That's it.
Beautiful. I love the tree.
Yeah. I think that was
Yes.
a little over 5 minutes, but not much. Not much at
Oh.
all. So we went through our hourglass.
Okay.
We went through it. So
I'll be
now
able
that
to
we're
see
back
this
and
on the
calm,
app, right? Danelle will record this so you can listen to it again on the app.
I can do that. I can absolutely do that. It's one of my favorite ones. I like the swing on the tree. I do another one that's similar where you can meet your spirit guide. So it's kind of that's my go-to place. You guys just went to my meditation place. So I hope you loved it.
Oh,
So,
I did
all
love
right.
it.
Good. Now that we're relaxed, Shannon, it's your turn.
Thank
Now we're
God I
getting
didn't
into
get
the
a
nitty
sweater
gritty, the
on that
oracle
swing.
card. All
did you
right.
take
What
your
card
sock
did you
off,
pull for
Moira?
us? Oh, that's right, Moira. You
So,
can come back to
sometimes we
us.
meditate for a lot of different things. And Moira was right. A lot of times people will be hyper focused and meditating on finances or something that's going on in their day that they're extremely worried about. And sometimes and you can call out to whomever it is for you. It doesn't have to be God, source, whomever. But sometimes we don't always remember those angels' names, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. If you're looking to meditate on financial stuff, ask the angel that handles finances. Meditate for them. Ask them for help. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is I'm going to do the oracle card of the day, and I drew it from the deck. What did I do with the lid? Well, I did it from a deck. I'm trying to tell you which one. Okay, I did it from.
Perfect.
Well, I've been doing my energies as Anyway, I'm doing the Angel Oracle deck from Debbie Malone. Okay, so I'm using, and I drew from it. So let's see what we're going to draw today. Okay. But the moral of what I was trying to say too is you don't have to have anything formal. You can just, okay, I can't think of which angel it is, but I'm having problems with my romance and my sex life. Feel free to help me out. Come on down. And then meditate on it. They'll help you. They have a sense of humor. Okay. All right. I just drew, which is interesting, and I want to tell you why. Okay. I just drew the angel of creativity. Okay. Now, the eclipse in human design touches on the gate of possibility. Okay. It doesn't ask, and what it's designed to say for you at this point in time is not that you have to have all the answers right away. You don't have to have all the answers. You're not going to have all the answers, but that's what causes you to spin in that spiral, because you're thinking, oh God, I can't do this because I don't have all the answers, and this is coming at me, and this is like somebody's throwing spitballs, all kinds of stuff at you, and you don't have the answers, and it's bogging you down. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to have possibility. And with that possibility, you have to have creativity. Okay. Now, I see this, you have the male and the female angel, and we can have creativity. Sometimes people think, oh, well, you only have one side is the creative side. No, you need both parts of yourself, yin and yang, for your creativity. Okay. It will come through balanced. And when it's balanced, you can get in your flow, whether it be art, whether it be music, whether it be building, whether it be whatever it is that you're choosing to express yourself in, your writing, anything that you are about to create, you need to have balance in. We all have that. Everything in the universe has balance. Okay. So when you have that, when you can tap in, then you're going to be golden and on your way to creating those possibilities that you want for yourself. But don't think you have to have all the answers. Start taking that action. Start taking that movement. Okay. So, angel of creativity.
That's a pretty card.
Yeah,
Who was
really
that
is.
from again? Who was the
She
I know,
is,
sorry.
it's my Debbie, no, you're fine. It's my Debbie Malone Oracle deck.
Very nice.
Nice. I love that
Okay.
message. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is also a major meteor shower, the yeah.
Per-
The one
we
that
know
starts with
that
a
one.
P.
It starts with a P, and we
Perseus?
talked about that before the show. We talked about
Yeah.
this meteor shower, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yes, we
Yeah.
I
did.
don't know. Briefly, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Are you going?
yeah.
Are you going into healing, Perseus?
Is that what? Well, I know that we
Well,
talked about the emotional part of the
she said
meteor
Perseus.
shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perseus. Okay. Okay. We
Well,
knew it
and
was a P.
yeah.
So, okay. So I want to donated my fuzzy snot. Okay. So Moira donated her fuzzy snot. Oh, your
Oh,
kitty's in the
That's what I
hospital.
saw. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So we're
so
gonna do
sad.
healing, right? So we're gonna send some healing to her kitty, right?
We're definitely, we're gonna do that shortly. But for now, okay, Natalie, can you talk before you do the affirmation? Can you talk about what Shannon brought up at the beginning? You guys just did a sound healing meditation just this past Sunday, just recently. We have it on
Yeah.
some of our social medias, a little clip of it, but tell us about that.
Yeah, I did. We did a sound. Also, it started with we did a little breath work, and then Frankie did a meditation, and then we started with the bowls, and I have these little chimes that we
Ooh,
did, and we went around, and Frankie got in the pool and did some Reiki healing and some healing with the tuning fork. It was a beautiful day. It was a light breeze. It was cool, and it didn't storm here. Right now, we're in the stormy season, so the weather
mhm.
stayed clear. And it
We
started
did.
in daylight, and we had the candles all around. And by the time we were done, it was dark. So it was really nice.
And we're gonna
What were
do
you
it
gonna say,
again.
Frankie?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
do it
doing it
again.
again next. Yeah, we're doing it again next month. And I have an ocean drum that I'll be using next time. I'm
You
so
have your
excited for that.
drum. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it
a
didn't
nice
come
treat.
in on time
Okay, that's okay.
for
oh,
the sound bath
hold it
last
up again.
Sunday.
Did you say you got your
I don't.
drum?
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh.
Still not here, but it'll be here for the next one.
Oh,
They're on
good.
Yeah,
back order.
we kept playing and walking around, playing all these instruments, and then we were looking at each other like, okay, it's been almost an hour. And when we were done, the one girl, we said, well, how was it? She was like, that seemed like it was only 10 minutes. Like I just went
Yeah.
into another realm. And I was like,
So relaxing.
gosh, we were like thinking this is taking, like, we're kind of looking at each other like, okay, how much longer could we play? Like, is this getting too much? And then I guess we could have played a lot longer. I guess when you're in the moment, I know I
and
never want them to end. So
yeah, I know. I love the music, the sound and everything. And there needs to be that period of silence too.
Yeah.
To just take it all in, kind of that Shavasana period.
Just
No.
be.
Yeah, and so then you can just float out of there, just float away and drive home and stay in that state of relaxation and rest. So that was really fun. And the water
So-
element I thought was really neat. So I've been to a lot of sound baths. I love sound baths, but the water element was pretty cool, I thought.
I
But we
bet
have
it
a
was just
lot of stuff.
calming too. Calming.
Yeah. In the
Serene.
water, if you're in the water it amplifies the vibration of the sound.
Yeah.
So that was good. And yeah, we're doing that. We have a paint night coming up this week. We have the full moon. We have a full moon meditation coming up. All of the stuff you can find on a Little Bit of Kindness website. What else do we got going on? Another sound bath in September.
What are we painting?
Oh, I think we're going to do it next month, but we're going to go to the community center and they have the pottery. So you can come and for a couple hours, we're going to have a community gathering where you can come and you can paint cups, bowls, whatever you pick, and they'll fire it and they'll provide all the paints for us. And then I'm probably going to walk around and do like a random 1-card pull if you come and join us and want to paint. So yeah, so we're going to go there and do some pottery. It seems like fun. So if you're in the area, check out the website, a little bit of kindness.org. Sign up for our emails because we'll notify you when we're doing things. We're also planning a convention of some kind in the fall. So we're working on those details. So look for that too. We'll be announcing that when we have more details on that. So.
And Frankie, are you doing the full moon ceremony on the 27th still? I would have to look, but I think we can all be looking forward to that. That was really neat too.
There's some videos of that too on social media, isn't there? There's videos on, I know, Instagram and Facebook. I don't know if we ever put it on YouTube, but there was a video just kind of thanking everybody for coming to the full moon.
That's fun.
Yeah. Well, speaking of meditation, the meditation made me sleepy. I keep yawning.
Well, then maybe you should do yours in the morning or in the evening, depending, right? I think it's like Moira said, it was 5 minutes and something. It was, I should have practiced with my, but listen, I'm busy. I got stuff too. So it was close. Yeah. It was close enough, but
close enough.
All right. Well, I know that you have the affirmation as well, right?
Yeah. So I do have the affirmation. And then we'll do the healing.
Yeah, I'm like, right?
I have a positive affirmation. I like, that's like Mira's yoga she doesn't flow with yoga. I thought that was funny too. Very punny, you guys.
Very punny.
Okay. All right. So here's our affirmation. If you guys are ready, I'll read it. And when you repeat after me, just remember we'll stay silent. So here we go. Tonight, I give myself permission to pause. I do not need to solve everything in that moment. I only need to breathe, become still, and notice what is here. 5 quiet minutes may not change everything around me, but they can change how I meet what comes next. Mm-hmm. As I breathe in, I welcome peace. As I breathe out, I release what no longer serves me. Mm-hmm. And let's just do that one again. As I breathe in, I welcome peace. And as I breathe out, I release what no longer serves me.
I love that.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll have to come back to the recording of this. So when it's on our other podcast channels, we have it forever. So, well, Kendra, it was her turn to do the healing stone. And so I'm going to do it for her and keep her healing stone, which I know she was really excited about doing sunstone. So I have sunstone. This one's a raw sunstone. And if you really look at it, you can see the shimmers. Mm-hmm. It's really pretty. So sunstone for me it's a joy stone. It's a happy stone. It's a stone of happiness. So it's really good for self-confidence, but self-worth, self-love. It helps us recognize our own value instead of looking outside of ourselves. It's a good stone for that. Confidence, personal power. It encourages to trust ourselves, our choices, and who we are. This is a solar plexus chakra. I know that it's orange looking, but it's still a lot for the solar plexus because it's connected to confidence, self-esteem, personal power, and how we see ourselves. So that's why it's really good for empaths and their boundaries. So it's great for people who struggle with people pleasing. It's another reason I loved this stone because I struggled with that for years before I did my boundary work. So saying no or taking on other people's emotions, okay? Aww. And just releasing what's not ours. So it's used to maybe release the energetic attachments and things that we're carrying from other people. So it's a really great stone for empaths. Let me see what else I have in here. I hope I'm
pull the stone a little, pull it a little closer to you because it's cutting off on the close up.
On this part? What about here?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a joy stone, and it helps bring lighter energy. So when you are a worrier and have self-doubt and just have those negative thoughts, it's a really good thing. So 2 questions to think about is, what am I carrying that isn't mine? And then, where am I giving away my power? This is the type of stone that you want to have with you. So a reminder about one of this stone is, you can see the beautiful, I don't know if you can see it at all, but it has that natural shimmer. It's just reflective minerals within the stone that you can see the shimmer. When I have this too, maybe you can see it with this, but I do those tree of lives. And when I put one that's a sunstone together, you can kind of turn it and just see the shimmer of it. So it just symbolizes that the sunstone doesn't have to give you light. It reminds you that you already have the light within. And that's what it reminds me of. So I just want everybody really quick. We're just going to do a mini healing to Kitty
Does
too.
anybody else have a sunstone to show?
A stone?
Natalie? You got one?
Oh,
I saw
do
her
have a
tree of
sunstone,
life.
but I just wanted to show you the tree of life that she was talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
This
what I'm
is
doing with this
not
one, with
sunstone,
this. Yeah.
but yeah, I have
Okay.
my sunstone as well.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right. And I think Shannon's got one
All right.
too.
So
I don't. I'm going to amplify.
You
the
just got-
crystal.
Okay. Me too.
you're going to amplify
All right.
with clear quartz. Clear quartz, you can't go wrong.
Okay.
All right. So just really quick, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Bring your awareness to your solar plexus. It's just the area above your belly button and below your heart. And just imagine a warm golden light glowing there. Okay. And as that light becomes brighter, I just want you to breathe out and release anything that you're carrying that doesn't belong to you, and let it go, just like the affirmation. Take one more slow, deep breath in and quietly say to yourself, I am worthy. I trust myself. I give myself permission to shine. And we're going to send this out to everybody just to feel that beautiful energy.
And to Moira's kitty.
And to Moira's kitty for sure. Wonderful. That was great. All right. Do we have anything else before we end this show? Anything else happening, or that somebody has to say, or anything, any funky
What?
props, Shannon, anything?
What do we
Any jokes?
is the next inner circle is about what did we record? I can't.
Yeah, we did record, and it will be released in 2 weeks. So the inner circle that will be released should be, that one should be the archangels, right?
That's what I was just thinking. We were talking about angels, and I was like, is it the angels? I can't remember now, but I think it's the archangels. I'm pretty
The
sure.
archangels should be released on the 26th of this month. So 2
Okay,
weeks from
so-
today will be, and we usually release that, and then shortly after it's on, I think you release it on YouTube first, and then it goes to all
podcast.
the podcast platforms shortly after. So,
So
look for that on the
Yeah.
26th of August.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
the inner
have-
circle.
Yeah, and then our next live edition is we're going to be having Denise from Heartfelt Healing doing past life regression, right? So if
That's
you
right.
have ever been regressed or you're interested in past life regression, she does past life regression. So be sure next month to stay tuned live if you want to hear more about past life regression. So I'm excited. So
And that should be September 9th is when
think
Denise
so.
is coming on. Okay, so September 9th, look for that live show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us. If you haven't downloaded our app on Google or Apple on your phone, it's a little bit of kindness. You will see us and other practitioners with mini meditations, healings, readings, all of the things you like here. If you like this, there's more of it there. And it's that time. And we created the app so you can take that 1 to 15 minutes, because the videos are no longer than that. Most of them are 3 to 5. Pause in your day, whether it's a crystal bowl healing and meditation. It's just to give you that 5 minutes of stress relief, however it works for you. If it's not meditation, maybe you want to listen to a sound bath. Maybe you want to just take a quick little mini workshop about something you're interested in. There's all kinds of wonderful practitioners, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to check our inner editions. They're extra episodes, inner circle editions. Thank you. And our bonus editions. So if you aren't following us on podcasts, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, as well as we have it on the app too, if you want to watch the shows there. So lots of different options for you. Moira said she's excited about the archangels. And if you have other topics you want us to cover, let us know, guys, because we're always looking for new topics. And as always, thank you for joining, and sprinkle a little kindness wherever you go, guys. We love you.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Thank you. Take care.